Now we are.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah.
I am
What?
Liv.
I am Liv. Welcome
We
to
are.
freaking Texas, boys.
Hey,
Thanks
how
for
is
having
Texas?
Yeah, that is all. Welcome back to another Serious Dangler Fantasy Fishing Show. We got the whole crew.
Sheekin, who's black.
Sheekin is alive and well. 10-pounder added to the belt.
Hey, appreciate you.
I think it made it all worth him missing the show for a 10-pounder.
Yeah, and then he gets away too because Scott Martin was disqualified. So, and him taking his top picks, he was able to skirt away there, right?
Hey, Scott was too much in our group chat or in the chat on YouTube, talking all the crap and everything, and then he was just helping Deacon out. He just saw Deacon's not in the show. We've got this penalty coming. I'm gonna go DQ myself to save Deacon. That's all it That's all it happened.
Lucky dog.
That's right. He was looking out. He knows who I am, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, boys, this might be the most informal Serious Angler show we've had in years. Because I'm actually in Texas. I'm in the Airbnb. Say hello, my buddy Casey Reed. Casey, say hello to the whole Serious Angler folks.
What up, Casey?
What up?
We're in the midst of rigging rods, and I'll be totally blunt with the people that I was not prepared for the show. Andy texted me, "Hey, are we going live here in 5 minutes?" And I'm like, "Oh, Central Time. Crap." So either way, we're rocking with this. We got Fantasy Fishing Live going, and Andy will be captaining the ship tonight. But
Think the ship. We're gonna do our best.
thinking the ship now. You'll be all right. Yeah. The boys are out. Let's go around the horn. Obviously, Deacon 10-pounder. I think that's going pretty well for you. But Justin, looks like you've been fishing lately.
I've had some fun. I finally got into a good one. I was counting it up the other day. I think I've spent 20 some hours on this one little lake, and I've gotten 6 bites. But one was a 7.5. So
That doesn't suck.
that made me happy.
That's a mega.
Boomer, are you getting out yet?
Boomer's not here.
Brennan's here.
I need to just exit and.
Brennan, have you been fishing? Bailey, that's a penalty.
I have, but unfortunately not for the bass variety. More walleye. I'd like to see a couple degrees in water temp and some water clarity, and we'll be out.
Nice. Yeah, we'll be
here. We're open, Andy, up north.
Just about all the lakes literally cracked open with severe thunderstorms yesterday, but today it snowed. So 80 yesterday, 33 today. We're doing great.
Oh, so funny story on the severe thunderstorm. So we got those in Buffalo, obviously. For whatever reason, when our power goes out in our house, everything restarts and everything. And I got these as a joke. I got this the LED strips of rave lights to put over my wife and I's half-assed mini bar. And apparently they always turn on when the power goes out and comes back on. And my wife, she woke up from work this morning and just looks down the basement, because that's where our cat's litter box stuff is, and wonders, one, who's in the house, because why are the lights on? And then two, the funny shit ever is our cat was sitting there with the rave lights behind him. It looks like he's having a freaking party by himself. He had a little mini panic attack this morning.
That's so funny.
That was pretty good. But
Love it.
let's recap the old Okeechobee, which I saw on the newest Milliken video that they keep calling it Ochobe, because I guess the OG FLW tournament director used to call it Lake Ochobe on that.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good.
Nice.
I think we should start off by getting some boomer lists. I can't even see the chat, so hopefully people are firing in here, but let's get some boomer lists in the chat.
There are a few.
Maybe some
no
zeros.
boomer list yet, but
maybe some zeros in the chat for Boomer's score for Lake Okeechobee.
oh yeah, that was a harsh one, right?
All of his anglers had 0. No, I was kidding. He just didn't select his lineup.
Yeah, I mean, if he
Unfortunately.
selected it, I could understand, but it's a big fat penalty right there.
I was gonna say, dope. Is that another penalty to Boomer's tally?
I think you got to add one for sure, but I don't know that I'd go much more than that, because having 0 fantasy points is plenty punishment enough. So
DQs,
Wait.
right?
Totally fair.
What was the punishment going to be for Deacon again? Like if the Scott Martin thing hadn't gone through?
Oh boy.
Gosh.
Do I
Was
want
it
to
like
know?
your-
I didn't go back and listen to the show.
I
We
think
were-
it was like
we were
your
gonna-
highest scoring angler or something like that was going to be 0.
I think it was
That's
something like
brutal.
that. Yeah, that
It was
it was
voted
brutal.
on by the fans.
Yeah, and it was brutal. I do recall.
Classic fans.
Hey,
Way to
it
go,
wasn't
guys.
us. Okay, we tried to just let it slide, but the people in the comments really they wanted to do much worse. They wanted your whole week DQ.
We
That
tried
sounds right.
so hard to change their mind and to sway their opinion, but we couldn't do it.
Brendan, of all people, I really think that I believe that. Like when Brennan says something like that, he's just so kind.
Yeah,
And I
He's
just
so
think that's what
kind.
happened.
They had
We
they
tried,
had great
man.
ideas to publicly humiliate you on tonight's show, but we tried to be nice guys and not influence such behavior,
Yeah.
and
would
decided not
never.
to drop against. Yeah, we're looking out for you.
Oh, thank you.
It's good times. So,
Well-
Brennan, are you going to sneak down to the Classic, or are you not going?
Dude, I'm here in Iowa. I'm here. I'm here to stay. Not going to the
Oh,
Classic
man.
this year.
You still
Yeah,
got
I know.
3 days.
I know. No, I don't think I'm going this year, boys.
We got some horizontal space left in the Airbnb if you decide last minute.
Okay, if I decide to make an impromptu visit, I will keep that in mind.
I heard Andy is a great cuddler.
Is that right,
He doesn't
Andy?
snore. He doesn't snore.
Andy's getting the single bed for sure.
It's fine. I
He's
don't care.
sawing
I'll
some
sleep on the
logs.
floor.
Oh
So,
my
So,
gosh, it's good. Well, let's talk some
What?
Otobi.
I'm trying to forget about that one.
Michael Bradley wants to know, Brennan, how does the man with all the authority have the smallest screen presence?
Wow, that's a great question. And I don't have an answer for it other than I guess I could turn my phone the other way and I could probably fix that, but size doesn't matter, man.
It's overcompensation.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like the big truck thing, you know?
It's true.
Wait, can I turn my computer sideways now?
Ooh, yeah, you should try it. We'll watch.
Yeah. So, do we think that there's a bass left on the spot that Polnick won at Okeechobee, or do you think they've all been wiped off the face of the earth?
They've been smoked.
And did you see all the pleasure boaters over there, like fishing live bait around them too? Like they've been jacking them there for a while. I bet.
I'm sure they're never going to catch another bass there in that spot ever again. That place is pretty blown up now.
Yeah.
Well, what's great is stuff cycles, right? I always think about this with old tournaments. Like 5 years from now, I mean, people will kind of remember it, but some local derby is going to be one off of that thing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I also think once Okeechobee is back to the way she used to be, which who knows how long that'll take, but I mean, you wouldn't think that they would have to resort to, fishing canals and things like that as much. You wouldn't think.
Never know.
That's fair.
Never know.
Yeah. Any takeaways before we get into scores and all that jazz?
I thought it was crazy to watch all 4 of them share water that cordially. That was pretty awesome to see, really.
And Polnick
Yeah.
being like the giver of baits and just handing stuff out.
Yeah, that was wild. That was cool to see.
Well, did you hear the story of Will Davis? It was either the third day or the last day. I think it was, I want to say the third day. No, it was the last day. He cut the bait off that Polnick gave him and left the area for Polnick. Which is
That's my
stand up.
AOI
That's
pick,
all right.
man.
Big fan of Will Davis.
That's good karma right there.
That's my AOI pick, being a good man right there. That's good juju.
Dude, he's on a roll, Brennan. I mean, I could see
Yeah.
it happening, man.
I think he's in 7th right now. Like I said, I mean, I think between him and John Garrett, they're like the best guys that don't get talked about, that don't get much media.
John Garrett is freaking on a roll right now. That
Oh, yeah.
dude's feeling it. Feeling it big time.
100%.
Yeah, I think, wasn't it all 4 were Nation guys?
Yeah. I
Was
believe
De
you're right.
Palma a Nation guy?
He was. I do believe
Yeah, all
so.
4 were nation guys because it was Doobie, Polnick, Will Davis.
Yep.
And yeah, that's
Cool.
freaking sick.
Yeah.
That's real cool.
That's how strong the nation is.
All about the
100%.
nation, baby. All about the nation. Well, any other takeaways before I rattle through our standings? Because I'm sure people are going to want to talk Classic here.
Yeah,
I unfortunately didn't get to watch much of it, so I watched a lot of highlights. I was fishing. But man, holy cow, I thought it was pretty wild to see and hear about Polnick staying, right? When kind of everyone else left and just believing in the spot and having it come through. I thought that was like kind of a learning lesson out of things. It doesn't always work, but when it does, it can be magic.
right.
Yeah.
And he probably stayed because he had nowhere else to go too, right? Like it's like, do I run and pray, or do I just keep fishing because they're there and hopefully one of them bites, and he got him to bite? I mean, at that point, he needed like 1 bite to seal the deal, and he got 3, right? So like, he was so
Right.
far ahead.
Yeah.
It would have been hard to catch him.
That was a awesome 15 minutes on live when those guys left and Polnick just hit like the cast and caught the 2 9s. Like when he caught the 1 9, it was going nuts, like super sick live. And then he makes another cast and hooks it in another one. And when he said, he goes, "This one's bigger, if not the same size." I'm like, what am I watching? Is this happening? Like it was pretty badass, to be honest.
Are we on Clear Lake?
Yeah, like what is happening? And I'm pretty sure I watched live that bait that he was using from Megabass like sell out on multiple different websites.
Yeah, it's the big M4, I think.
Let me put it this way. By the time he put that second 9 in the box, I had already tried to order 4 of those baits, and I was notified 3 days later that they're all sold out.
Dude, those baits are like way bigger than you think too. Like when you get them and you hold them in your hand, like they are tanks, man. That's a big crankbait.
It's a 2-ounce crank.
Yeah, it's a big dog.
That's what Polnick was saying. He gave them to Doobie and Will Davis, and he's like, "Don't launch it." He's like, "Let the bait catch it." He goes, "He'll break it off." He's like warning him before they went and launched it.
As a brick.
Yeah,
dude. Megabass big crankbaits are always huge. Like they are massive. Like even their big square bells and stuff. I'm just always like, oh my gosh, these things are huge.
Was it like the Sonic flat side or whatever one it is? It's like twice the size of every other flat side on the market. So big.
I think he opened up a new can of worms though for hard baits.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I've been around for a little bit, but like now they're finally getting talked about.
Yeah. I mean, like in the swim bait world, like big deep crankdowns have always existed. So I wonder if like people start scooping those up a little more.
Very well, good.
What was Garrett throwing at the St. John's? And I remember he was cranking to catch that big bag. Was it a deep diving plug? Okay.
I think it was a 6XD or 10, maybe. Who knows?
That's crazy that guys inside. What did Garrett end up? Like 5th or 3rd?
I thought he was top 5.
I think he was 3rd.
Like that's crazy that the crankbaits played in back-to-back tournaments in guys in the top 5. I would not have had that on my bingo scorecard at the start.
Right.
I just love how last year John Garrett was mixed in with all the rookies, and they're all called scopers, and then here John Garrett is with 2 top 5 finishes, one that's cranking, the other one flipping reeds. Like, I think he took that personal. He's like, "Watch me."
He's like, "Bet."
The kid's on fire. But all right, let's go through the scores quick for Okeechobee. Get a little update. We'll add on here too. We have one of our rules this year is whoever's closest to the weight, the final weight, gets an added 20 points. And Deacon, I think you were off by like 8 ounces. So you got an extra 20 points onto your score.
Scott Martin, thank you, because Scott Martin would have probably had a mega bag too. So we're just really thanking Scott today.
I can't see the chat. Is he in the chat tonight?
He's got
to
be.
Not seen him yet. Have not. Scott's
always watching.
He's always.
He knows all.
Well, I'll start at the bottom. We got a whopping 0 goose egg, Mr. Jake Boomer. And then next up with him is 727 points, Mr. Justin Largen. You bringing back? I'm surprised the paper bag didn't come back tonight.
I thought about it. It was a little better than the paper bag finish, but it was still god awful. I thought it was good picks too. I was like, man, I'm gonna smash this. And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, no,
it's Florida, man. It's
Florida.
Yeah.
I thought I was made these cute picks, and no, they not.
It's
so
like
good.
what we're going to talk about tonight with the
picks.
Classic, where all these anglers, we might think that we know them based on their past and their history of tournaments, but like the Classic changes everything. Anglers fish different. Like it's a whole different mentality, I feel like, for the most part. So we'll get into that. But ahead of Justin is Andy with 796. And we have
that
Cletus.
might be one of my worst fantasy fishing picks ever.
This is also the first year of having to pick a rookie and not being able to take more than one chalk pick. So
That's
we're
true.
not competing for like the fantasy fishing title here.
Right.
Like the overall.
I'm frustrated by that.
playing a
I'll be
different
100% honest.
game. You could have made.
I want to win it all.
See, it hurts me too because I'm in a pay-to-play group with like a bunch of other
Exactly.
buddies.
That's
I'm like, oh,
You could have made a different login.
No,
That's too much work.
something.
That's way too much work. He would be thinking about his picks. He'd be like, oh, but on this side I chose like that would be stressful.
Yeah, I'm just plug and play, baby. We're gonna run it and see. We're playing roulette here.
Well, ahead of him we got old Cletus. Is he still on the road, Andy? Is he alive?
Yeah, he's driving.
Did he get a ticket?
We got a Cletus.
Yep. He's back. We got vocal confirmation.
Have you gotten a speeding ticket yet?
Actually, I got my first speeding ticket driving back from Florida. First speeding ticket ever coming back from Palaco. So
Attaboy.
there's that. There's
Nice.
that. 84 and a 70. I was going to pass a semi. I was in the center lane, and like coming up on the semi or whatever. So I was like, I'll just slide over and go around him. And as soon as I got in the left lane, there's a cop at the top of the hill. And I'm like,
Rats.
Got him.
yeah, he got me like quick. Like, I mean, I'm talking, I passed him going 70 when I passed him, and he had me on the side of the road like a quarter mile. And I was in a rental car too, so it's like black Chevy Malibu, like, of course.
Oh, damn. Dang.
Yeah. It's all good.
Got
But not
him.
on this
I feel
drive
like-
so far, knock on wood. Yeah.
I feel like they should add another 20 points to the score.
something to consider. Something to consider.
Yeah, every speeding ticket, especially if you do it on the live stream, it's another 50 points.
Oh, let me step on it now.
So Cletus is ahead of 903. Deacon was obviously with the 20-point edition was 10 points ahead with 913. Originally was 893, and then myself with 935, and Brennan win in the week with 940. Nobody in the thousands.
Go B-Dog.
from Okeechobee.
Here we go.
Rough
Dope
showing.
is making a comeback. So with that, obviously Boomer is leading the caboose of the total points with only 686.
Big egg.
Yeah, because I don't think you're digging out of that hole. 686 points. He's going to need like 15. He's going to have the best score possible.
Yep.
Several weeks.
Yeah. 14s
so-
every week.
Yeah. In the back, we got Boomer 686. From there, Justin 1684, and then from there we have Andy 1702, and only 5 points ahead is Cletus with 1707. Brennan with 1870, great year, and then myself 1900, and then Deacon leading the way with 2009.
Deacon.
What's up, baby?
We're getting
You
close.
dog.
We're running a marathon here. Like, it's still anyone's game besides Boomer.
Besides Boomer. That's
Boomer
right.
fell. Boomer, the marathon started and Boomer like pulled a hammy. Like he's down bad. He's not going to come back.
Ham-
From.
twisted his ankle. He's out. He's out
Yeah.
of it.
He's out of here.
Brad saying Boomer has to wear the Mike Long shirt that we talked
Yes.
about last episode.
Hey, you guys want to see a nice Texas sunset going on back here?
Yes, please.
Oh, that looks
Beauty.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice
one.
aren't you?
Here he is, Scott, chiming in about
He's
McKinney at the boat ramp during the Classic. I don't know if everyone saw his boat getting devastated by waves. You know, Scott, you probably should have went over and helped him if you were there. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, it sounded like he got help, so that's good. I heard, I heard it was Tyler Williams. So shout out to Tyler Williams. I heard he he dumped his boat somewhere and used his trailer to another ramp to get Trey out. Something along the lines of that. I don't know if that's 100% fact, but that's what I was told. And if that's the case, bravo.
Yeah, it was ripping.
Yeah.
So hopefully the boat didn't get beat up too bad, but
Yeah.
that's the way she goes. All right. Well, you want to go through Drain the Lake real quick?
Oh shoot, yeah. Go for it. You guys go. I gotta go back inside and get my picks.
We also gotta get it. We gotta get a right before that. Let's get an update from Cletus. Where are you at in the world en route in Texas? I know we got a long drive ahead of us.
I am 38 minutes from my destination right now. I'm stopping in Plano to see my boy Jerry DeMarco. He films for Guggen.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're going.
Jerry's
Yeah, he is. He is. Jerry's the man. So I'm gonna go see Jerry and then get some sleep and maybe string up some rods and get on a bath in the morning before the hoopla starts.
Oh
Just
boy!
about missed my exit, but here we are. I made it. Made it.
Nice.
Speaking of rigging rods,
Got Bailey rigging live here, but all right. Well, I'll just kind
of
of run,
big fella.
Say what?
So what do we got? What are we tying up, big fella?
I'm tying on a Shiner Bach.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
That's about it. That's all
That's
you
a good
get.
one.
Shinerbach flipping.
I know who watches this show. I can show you what they won't eat.
Love it. Well, anyways, in Drain the Lake leaderboard, Boomer was a goose egg at 1564 points total. Bailey is sitting in a shiny 6th spot. He had 1360 for a total of 2631. 5th place is Deacon. I'm surprised you're not up there at the top this time.
Dude, I suck at Drain the Lake.
Marathon.
I'm only good at regular fantasy.
At 2654, I'm sitting in 4th. I had 1279 at Okeechobee and 2720 total in the points. Largen sitting in the big 3rd with 1413 in the last derby with a total of 2754. We got Clint. He had 1759. That's a good score for Drain the Lake. 2825 for the total. And then Brennan taking the lead here in Drain the Lake with 1386 with a grand total of 2919.
Jeez Louise.
bravo.
Bravo. Week
That's
2.
That's my dope.
That's my dope.
That's me.
I love it. All right, so let's get it up here. See how this works out. Perfect. All right. So
Look at you, Andy. You old man.
Nice job, Andy.
Hey, thanks. All right, so I don't have the list who's going to go first. And I have Cletus's pick, so he doesn't have to drive and know which ones he is going to put up here. So Brennan, why don't you take it away here while I pull up Clint's picks?
And what am I taking away?
Group E.
Okay, we're starting fantasy picks.
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
The lake picks or fantasy picks?
Do you want to do Drain the Lake first? Or...
That's what you said.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just fantasy. My bad.
I'm in the wrong place.
Happens.
Okay, so
We
just to
started
be
giving
clear,
Andy the realm. Sorry, go ahead, Andy. I'm sorry. Now I'm just screwing with you.
Go ahead.
just to be clear, we're doing fantasy group E, right?
Yeah. Group E.
Okay, here we go. Fantasy Group E, I'm going Blake Cap. So I'm going to take my rookie here. I like the fact that he's an Oklahoma boy. Yeah, it's about all I know. I don't like taking rookies at a classic, but we don't have a choice. So
No, hold up, because before you got in here, Brennan, Bailey mentioned because it's the classic, we're going to change that. Is that still what's the situation here? Because
you guys didn't tell me.
You were late.
Didn't tell me that. You guys are all penalized, every one of you.
Well, hey, then you got to
You gotta
penalize
be
yourself for
shitting
being
me.
late.
It should
Are
be
you
late,
shitting
Brennan.
me?
you
Okay.
shitting me.
Well, okay. Here's the bind that I'm in. We're gonna go through this real time, so you guys can get behind the scenes here.
Well,
I
technically,
would-
you took a rookie, so you're good.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
but he's
I'll probably.
got some high percenters, I bet.
Dude, okay, that is the fact. Yeah, so Kyle Norsetter, if you look back, he crushed it at last year's classic. I'd like to take him too because he's not a rookie, right? So like the classic's a big deal, right? People freak out, but that'd be a chalk pick, and I've already got a chalk pick, so I got to stick with Blake Caps here.
Okay.
We're sticking with Blake. Come on, buddy, let's get it done.
Come on, Blake.
Clint, do you want me to say your pick, or do you have it?
I'm pretty sure I got it's Dylan Akins. I'm pretty
There
sure.
you go.
Oh.
So that's y'all got me.
Is
Yep.
he a Yamaha guy?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. No, I think because he's running he won the college bracket, so he's got to run the nitro this year.
Got it.
We can change that, right?
Yeah, we'll hook him up.
We'll
next year.
fix that.
I don't think I've
Especially if
ever
he
seen a
went to
nitro.
Classic. It's actually funny. He swiped up in my story when I said Texas bound, and there's a Bubba case in the back of my rental car, and he's like, "Are you bringing your Bubba scale to Texas?" And I was like, "No, that's my fillet knife, dog." and he said, "What's that for?" And I was like, "Mainly just for double digits." And he was like, "That's a sin." And I said, "Well, bring me some to weigh in, and I'll make sure I fillet him up. I need to get my protein up this week." And he just like read it and didn't respond. I was like, "Okay." Like, bring me some double digits classic stage, and I'll fillet him up there for you.
Oh my gosh.
Right to Lake Frisco. I love that. All right, Bailey, what's your pick?
I'm rocking with Kyle Austin.
Like
Yeah,
it?
he's a Santee Cooper guy, and so he's used to them big old melon heads, and that is the only thing I have going for why I picked him. Otherwise he's been an avid on the Serious Angler show, and so on this one I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna throw a dart at the board. So,
Love it.
Kyle Austin.
Deacon.
Man, I went with Josh Butler. Josh Butler is a freaking hammer, dude. I mean, he's more seasoned than what it looks like here. He's fished some FLW stuff, MLF stuff, as well as I think the NPFL stuff. Like I've seen him do well for quite some time. Alabama hammer, Josh Butler.
And Justin.
I copied Brendan. I went with Blake Caps. No, he's a Bass Nation guy. Did they do? Is it a 3-day tournament? The Nation tournament, the championship.
Yeah, normally.
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't know if that'll make a difference, but that was one thing I was thinking. I was also thinking that he's the number 2 highest percentage pick. So,
Like it.
that was my logic.
There you go.
I'm gonna take Connor Jacob, the Auburn fishing team kid. I don't really know who many of these guys are, so I started like Googling them, and I was like, "Oh, this one sounds like a solid pick." And Auburn kids tend to do well in classics, so there's my pick.
Nice.
I like it.
All right, Group D. Since Clint does have his picks in, we'll let him run his first.
All right, I don't know what my D is though.
Kyle Patrick.
Heck yeah. So Kyle catches them everywhere except for the St. John's. And so I think he's going to Super Six this thing and/or win it. He Super Sixed last year, I'm pretty sure. In the Classic, is that correct? Can y'all fact check me on that?
Yeah.
And I think he's going to smash him. He's probably having a real shitty practice. I haven't talked to him at all, but he's probably just all spun out. And then, but the thing is this Classic practice is so weird. It's so like far away from the actual tournament. So I feel like if he's had a bad practice, he'll smash in the tournament. So going with old KGP on this one.
Brennan, how about you, bud?
Yeah, kind of stemming off the same logic. I also got Kyle Patrick here.
Like it. Bailey?
I'm going Wesley Gore. Because the dude freaking
old
smashed
roommate.
him on fork. So he knows his Texas bass.
Mm-hmm.
Solid pick. Deacon?
Got Logan Parks.
Nice.
Fishing well, man. Hard to I think he's ripe young dude ready to get after it.
Love that. Justin?
I went Pat Schlopper. I thought it was disrespectful that he only had 3.5%. So
That catches big ones too.
Keep my wife.
He's had good finishes down in Texas, and I think last year at Fork, I want to say if it wasn't a 9, it was a 10, or if it wasn't a 10, it was a 9. But I feel like he had a good finish down there. I see
And
Lopper
he's
doing
top
well.
what? I think he was top 10 in Toledo to start the year as well. He was leading after day 3, I believe. So guy can catch him in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
This one might come back and haunt me, and I'm taking Bailey's favorite pick of previous seasons. I'm going to take Justin Atkins in Group D.
Hey, I got him at Drain the Lake.
Nice. I just feel like that's a solid pick in Group D. He's fishing a lot better than he was a couple years ago. I think that's something that's going to make some noise on the final day. At least I'm hoping from a fantasy standpoint.
I dig it.
Flying through here, Group C. Clint, do you remember your Group C pick?
He's going to win the Classic. Bobby G. Got Bobby G.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying he's going to win the Classic since last year. He might come in 54th, but I think he can win it. He's going to be probably nervous. His first Classic, obviously, is going to be a big deal. But if he can get on him and do what he does best and be able to find some sneaky stuff, I think he's going to win the Classic.
You didn't wait till it was in Knoxville to pick him for the Classic?
I'll pick him next year too. Don't worry.
Love it, Brennan.
You know what? In Bucket C, I went Will Davis Jr. He's my AOI pick. He's already got a hot start. I'm going to double down on Will Davis Jr. I also think he's just he doesn't belong in Bucket C anyway. So
here's
Will
the storyline for you, Brennan.
okay, let's hear it.
He's going to win it on the crankbait that Pollock gave him.
Ooh, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. That'd
That's
be
a
sick.
sweet karma for cutting it off, right? Leaving.
Yeah,
I can already picture him on stage telling the story.
you're probably right. I really like Tyler Williams here. He would have been my second pick, but we're going Will Davis.
Bailey.
I'm going old Cooper Gallant.
Good one.
In these big fish tournaments, the dude's always in it. Always. He might say his practice sucks, he's not on him, but I think he might say that more for his mental.
Listen, I've watched every video of his leading up to a tournament. His practice always sucks. And I'm at a point where every Elite Series guy just says their practice sucks, and then they go out and catch them, most of them. So it's just status quo.
Seems to be the case. Yeah, I'm going Cooper Gallant. I think 1, he's awesome, dude. 2, he straight catch him. 3, the after party would be nuts.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I like
Deacon.
Man, I'm following Cletus, dude. Robert G, baby. It's going to be just top notch, man. That dude is really good with scope, and I think that he is going to find some sneaky stuff out there. I believe.
I have a question, if I can interrupt.
Sure.
Do we think how pre-spawn do we think this is going to be?
I think you might. There's a chance you can.
What's our weather, Andy? Give us the weather forecast there.
Ooh,
windy as shit.
Sorry.
Wait, this changes everything.
Oh no.
For real.
Yeah, I should have done that, right?
I got some intel from some undisclosed names. I will not say, but I feel like it's more pre-spawn than people might give it credit for right now.
100%.
Like way more.
I heard Roberts.
Also, do fish even spawn anymore? Do you even need to go to the bank?
Nope, they don't spawn. They quit ever since forward-facing sonar. They stopped spawning.
Exactly.
They've been doing
I'm
those
pretty
float spawn lately.
Yeah,
You don't say
they're out
that.
there. They're out there float spawning, which is just a whole new deal.
They're
And
spawning
I
in
think we're gonna have to break that
fly
down.
wells.
You catch
You don't
those
say
ones
that.
on a float and fly.
Love it. I'm gonna pull up the weather real fast.
It could be like a float and fry.
The float and
Exactly.
fry.
Yeah, a levitated bed up in like 40 foot of water.
I'm gonna instead of putting brush piles out, I'm putting float spawn areas out in the
There you
middle of
go.
lakes.
I love it. So, well, it looks like we got some big wind for Friday, but Saturday,
see on a
Sunday
camera
looks
booth.
not bad.
Poor Cletus is gonna be out there getting his face kicked in.
I'm gonna be sinking drones and soaking camera gear. It's gonna be great.
Hey, it could be worse. You could be in. Oh shit! You could be in
That
a
could be a
kayak.
t-shirt.
What's that?
It could be worse. You could be in a kayak.
Oh, for sure, for sure. That's my camera boat. It's actually Bailey's kayak. He just doesn't know yet.
Let's do it.
Brad wants to know real quick. I know we're going to get in the weight, but is there a shot that we could see 100-pound bag for 3 days?
I was told they'll have. We're gonna see a couple 30-pound bags, but whoever has 30 will probably will have like 18 or 20 the next couple days.
Fair enough.
I don't know. 100. You need what? Basically 33 plus a day.
Yeah.
So what's 30 plus?
30.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it'd be 33.3, right? Would get you to 99.9. So you would need probably 33.6 every day to get you over 100.
That's
That's
a
not-
lot.
So we got a
I don't see
we got
that
a
happening.
comment here
I was
from
going to say I'm going
MJ.
to start bumping my weight up.
What was that?
Yeah. So wait, Andy, really windy day one, and then not as windy. Is that what I'm
Correct.
understanding?
Saturday looks like the best fishing day, and Sunday the wind is south at 12. But I mean, this is your sustained wind is 18 on Friday, so I bet there's going to be gusts of 40 to 50 on Friday. It could be bumpy out there.
Any chance they cancel the first day?
Dude, I think they could. I think logistically that would be an absolute nightmare, but I don't rule out a 2-day shootout. I really don't.
Yeah, with how tournaments have been lately, that very well could happen.
They
don't
did
know
send
what
them
the
an
best
80-mile-an-hour winds for practice and didn't cancel a practice day. So
They never cancel a practice day.
that's fair.
That's
But
fair.
and they have like 5 days of practice, so they very well could have. So I think they'll wait and see, and they might even delay it. They might delay it Friday just to see, but it depends on when the winds come too. Like we can look.
All right, well, we got to decide right now. I mean, as a group here, with the way our scoring works, if it's only 2 days, what do we do with our weights? Are we able to, like? I guess that just doesn't. It'd be over. Whoever chooses the lowest weight is going to be the closest.
Should we pick a 2-day weight and I'll enter into my little sheet over here?
Sure.
Subtract 22 and a half pounds from everybody's weight.
Yeah, I think that's a fair way to do it.
Oh yeah, you can just do that.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be
I like it.
Screw it.
That's why you're the dope.
Yeah, that's what we do over here, man. We punish people and set arbitrary on-the-spot rules like that.
Love it. All right. So back to Group C. You picked yours, Deacon, right? Yeah. So Justin, who's your pick?
I copied Brennan. I went with Will Davis Jr. He's fishing hot. He's got 2, I think, Bass Nation Championship wins in 3-day events. I went with a hot hand.
It's a good
There we
pick.
hot
I
hand.
did as well. I took Will Davis Jr. So a little camaraderie. But here's a sneaky one too, like Koya, right?
Mm.
They're more pre-spawn than spawn. That guy knows how to catch big bass on a spinning pole. So that could be a sneaky. We could have our next Japanese angler win a classic.
When is the last classic that was won by a Japanese angler?
Was it a top?
long time ago.
All because he waited
knew-
out on his bushes and went to the crankbait with like 10 minutes left and caught
Oh,
2
that was incredible.
or 3. Yeah. Great. Awesome. All right. Group B. Clint,
You got to tell me on this one. I can't quite remember.
pulling it up. You got old Ben Milliken.
Yeah, I think old Benny Mills, he's either going to catch 56 pounds a day or he's going to come in 56th place. I'm not quite sure, but I'm risking it for the biscuit.
Love it. Brandon, I'm assuming that's your pick as well.
Good guess, Andy. Yeah, I took my chalk pick here in Ben for sure.
Love it. Bailey.
I'm going Drew Cook.
Wow.
Like that.
I think
If it's
while
a
it might
shallow
be-
bush deal, he can crack them.
The dude can flip. The dude can fish pre-spawners. But if there's anything up there that's even thinking about doing the old nasty, I think he's the guy that can catch him.
Yeah.
I
He's
like
good
it.
at watching him do the nasty. That's for dang sure.
Ain't
He
ever.
might be perving on him, but he'll catch him.
I see you. Deacon.
Man, dude, I'm going Big Bass, Texas. This is going to be my pick for the winner of this event as well for our first Japanese angler. I'm going Taku, man. I think Taku pre-spawn is just ridiculous at catching suspended fish, and that's my guy.
Love it.
I don't think the world
Justin.
is ready for that after party if Taku wins.
No.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine?
All the sushi. Oh man.
Dude, sake bombs are going to be going nuts. They're just going to be sake sprayed everywhere.
If Taku wins, I'm coming down and I'm taking that horizontal space available.
He's just gonna teleport instantly.
Yeah. Yep.
Justin.
And yeah, I went Milliken too. I feel like it's I thought I saw him post something about he's chasing 6 to 7 pound fish, so he's swinging for the fences. He's either going to get him or he's not. So
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna take somebody that is very statistically up there, like good in most classics. Stetson Blaylock.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
He's got some East Texas, Arkansas. He's not that far away, right? Like he's probably got some time. He might even went over and pre-fished it. I think he fished the last classic there as well. I don't remember how he did, but just a gut feeling. I feel like he's a guy that's gonna win a classic eventually, and this might be the one. He's incredible at pre-spawn bass.
Dude, he's incredible at classics too. Like he's
Yeah.
always right there in the classic, man.
Group A. Clint, do you know your
Yeah,
A?
I got John Garrett. I mean, obviously he's on a heater right now, but like I picked this pick like I think it was before or no, I guess after Okeechobee. But anyway, I think he's gonna smash them, especially if the house gets on a bite because I'm pretty sure the whole house is fishing the classic. Like I think the house has a really good shot at crushing it in this tournament. So when I think him and Bobby G, I think it'll be first and second. I'm just not sure which one's going to be which.
Love it. Could be Cody Huff, old man of the group.
He does well in classics too. He very well could smash them. I think they could very well be in the Super Six for the whole house.
Love it. Brennan.
Yeah, I also have John Garrett here, and I'll tell you, it was really, really tough between Cody Huff and Lee Livesey. Lee's got a track record here that's not, you're not going to find it on Bassmaster's website maybe, but the guy's been here and made a couple bucks here and there. So it was tough not to pick Lee, and Cody Huff. I love, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of what he knows in Missouri translates to Texas, right? Flooded timber reservoirs, but ultimately went with John Garrett. He's on a heater, like Cleet said. So,
Like it.
Johnny.
Bailey.
Yeah, like Brennan said, I mean, it's a bad day to be a bush light, I think, this event. But I think it's so hard. It's like one of these events, like the two events where he won on Fork. It's like, why would you not pick Lee? It's almost like There's really no explanation for it, to be honest. I feel dumb if I didn't.
I feel like this lake sets up better for Lee than Fork does, to be quite honest.
Mhm.
Well, and also big events, Lee is always in there. Like even stuff that we didn't even think he would be in, like Hartwell, he was in the Super 6.
Yep.
He's got that clutch factor.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. It's kind of
He shotguns a Busch Light and launches in that final day. Like I'm just gonna go mess him up.
He's been catching them. I can't remember which trail they are. If it's the invitationals, but the MLF events. I think they had 2 on Rayburn.
Oh yeah, he smoked him at Rayburn,
and yeah, he's had a couple of good events down there.
He's having a good year too. He's 10th in AOY right now. So
yeah, honestly, I feel like Lee Livesey, honestly, the rest of the year sets up so good for him AOI. Like you don't have as much smallmouth, fisheries on there. You got 10 killer, something not too far from home. I don't know. And he did very well through Florida. So I don't know. He's going to be a guy to watch out for sure.
Deacon, what do you got?
Dude, I'm doing the same as everyone else, man. I've got Lee in this. Lee Livesey. Like, I mean, big fish, big events. Like, it's a tough one to bet against. I mean, there's some hammers in Group A. Don't get me wrong, and some other guys like a Jordan Lee.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm surprised no one's taking Jay Lee. Right, like
that's
has a classic win in Texas in a pre-spawn event.
That was my only other person I really considered in bucket A. But to me, yeah, I think Lee Livesey's got a hot hand when it comes to big stuff.
No Trey McKinney, probably youngest classic winner ever, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Patty Walters is in there. Zaldane.
Yeah, Group A is tough. Justin, what about you?
I went Walters.
There you go.
I'd like to see him. Mm-hmm. He's hammer in Texas. He's hammer everywhere. Catches him in the pre-spawn. And, I think it'd be cool to see him get a classic win before he gets his first AOI.
Got a lot of guys in the comments here going Jay Shakir it. And that's low percentage. That's a good pick, too. He's been on an absolute tear.
Yep. Also, great finishes in Texas and does pretty well in classics, too. Doesn't flake out in the moment, for sure.
So I was torn. Chill. Yeah, very chill. I was torn, and I basically eeny, meeny, miny mowed this, right? Like as my 5-year-old daughter would do between Joe Lee and Lee. And I'm like, I can't go against the hometown dog. So I'm going to take Lee Livesey. The only thing here I would say, too, is like this time of year, it sets up really good for Chris Zaldane. It's just, will he catch a limit all 3 days? Because he's going big fish hunting.
If it turns into a 2-dayer, I could definitely see Zaldane having a shot to win it.
Dude, good point.
Better chance for sure.
That's a really good point.
But I think he's probably got just as much time on Ray Roberts as Lee does, I would bet, because I know before COVID he was talking about how he was excited about it because how big a bass there actually are in there, and it's very underrated for a fishery in Texas. So
I think he lives there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he also lives very close, I believe.
So it could be a sneaky good pick. It's just, will he catch him all 3 days? MJ, I don't even want to put that comment up.
Hey, I can't see it.
Hey, they brought the builds back.
He said if Chris won, Trait would be absolutely insufferable, is what MJ said.
Oh.
That's tough.
That's tough. Honestly,
no hate to them. I think the Bilge is a great show.
It'd be great to see Chris win a classic. He's been close a few times, so it'd be awesome. So, all right, well, want to move over to Drain the Lake now?
Do it.
Do it.
Oh, wait, we didn't do weight.
How we can do it at the end of Drain the Lake?
Do you guys even see me?
Just your white shirt.
Ah, nice.
All right.
We gonna do the pick'em thing or no?
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it after Drain the Lake real fast.
Oh,
Probably should have started on that, but it's all good. All right, Clint, do you want me to read off your drain of the lake since you're
Please.
driving? All right. Well, Clint's got Bobby Bakewell, Zeldane, Coop, Livesey, Kyle Patrick, Robert G, John Garrett, and Dylan Akins.
Nice.
Yep,
Brandon.
fired up.
What about
I've
you?
got John Garrett, Ben Milliken, Chris Zaldane, Stetson Blaylock, Patrick Walters, Cody Huff, Robert G, Blake Capps, no Lee Livesey, and it's probably going to come back to bite me because he's going to win, and then he's going to have a hangover all the way into Lake Fork, and I'm going to be boned. But anyway,
Happens.
it happens.
I was thinking the same thing, Brendan, saving him for Fork.
Yeah, but I think he's going to win, man, and then I'm going to be devastated when he doesn't do well at Fork.
Oh no, he'll
might win
do
Fork,
well at
too.
Fork because
Yeah,
he
he
didn't
might
win
just get
last
him done.
time.
Sometimes you got to smoke them if you got them. If you're
Yes.
feeling
Amen.
it, you better do it because otherwise it's they bite you.
Wise words, Deacon. Wise words.
Deacon, you want to read yours off?
Yeah, man. I got Milliken, Jordan Lee, Justin Hamner, John Garrett, Blake Capps, Logan Parks, Will Davis, and then Josh Butler.
Nice. Justin.
I went Milliken, Pat Schlopper, Jordan Lee, Matt Airy, Blake Capps, Shane LaHue, Kyle Patrick, and Justin Hamner.
I like it. See, I think though, if you do pick your drain to lake here, they don't count the rest of the year as well, right? Like they fall off. So you got to be strategic about further tournaments on. Bailey, what do you got?
I got Justin Hamner, John Garrett, Jordan Lee, Patty Walters, Chris Zaldane, Lee Livesey, Kioya, and Justin Atkins.
Like it. So I went with Wes Logan, Jacob Prosnick, Connor Jacob, Kyle Norstetter, Shane LaHue, Carl, Stetson Blaylock, Chris Zaldane. We're going to be my picks. That's 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So those will be mine. I'm going to put them in here because last time I did this, I forgot to put them in, and it cost me. I'll go back.
You'd be down there with Boomer.
What was that? Yeah.
I said you'd be down there with Boomer if you did that.
I will be Boomer. All right. Well, Bassmaster Pick'em. What do you guys got?
Oh boy, I don't. Even
First
know.
one.
I'm ready.
Go ahead, Brennan. Milliken or Zeldane?
I got Milliken here.
Like it. Bailey?
Milliken.
When are we going to start throwing money on these guys?
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
You're saying with us or like sports betting?
Well, I would love both, but with us.
Remember when MLF was supposed to have sports betting?
$5 a pick.
Yeah.
I'm too bad at this.
I'm actually ranked 30th. I'm ranked 30th on this stuff.
No way.
You're in 30th, tied with like probably 7,500 other people.
Yeah, I was going to say, in your zip code or like nationwide?
I would.
Hey, only people say that, Andy, if you're jealous.
Not jealous. I
Here-
don't know.
here's
All
what-
here is hate.
I'm ranked
Here's one thing.
2,000.
I would say we could do it with like whoever wins these, each one of these, we have to send each person a bait. But I won Fantasy Fishing last year. I didn't get shit in the mail. So
Dude, that's not true. I sent you a bunch of beat to shit spark shads. A bunch of them. Maybe that was 2 years ago. Maybe that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Okay. I even included like a bunch of rusted out jig heads too. So
Wasn't there a wiggle
don't
wart
say
in
I
there,
never
though?
sent.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
and I
Brendan
sent
sent
you-
me. That's all you sent me, Brendan, was wiggle warts, and it was great.
Yeah, dude, I got a bunch of them right here, so they're ready to go for this year, Deacon.
There we go.
Skipped a year. That's all good. Clint has Ben Milliken for the first one. I'm not sure if you remember who you picked or not, Clint, but throw that in there.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Millie Vanilli.
Deacon, who'd you take?
I got Ben.
Justin.
Same, Ben.
Yeah, I got Ben as well. Bailey, who do you got?
I already said Ben.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Sorry, Bailey. Jeez.
What an
Oh,
Deacon.
Wow. Blow up on us.
Throw the red card. Throw the yellow
Wait,
card.
did Bailey go yet?
Bailey got mean when he went to Texas.
Changing my pick.
His underwear's a little tight these days. All right, matchup 2. Jeff Gussie or Justin Hamner?
Previous Classic champs.
Brennan,
Dude, I had Hamner, but I'm switching to Gussie right now.
like it. Clint's got Hamner. Bailey,
No,
I go Hamner.
Deegan,
I got Hamner all day, baby. Throw that jerk bait.
Justin, you too?
Hammer time.
Yeah, same. All right, former rookie of the years. Trey or Jay Shakirat? Clint has taken Shakirat. Brennan,
I got Jay also.
Jay.
Deegan,
Jay on a heater, baby, coming out of fourth, looking strong.
love it. Justin,
Shakirat.
all right, I'm going to be the oddball. I'm taking Trey just to be different, even though it was right up there.
Better
All
hope
right,
you have the boat.
Yeah, he might
Yeah.
sink.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see. All right, matchup 4, War Eagle Anglers. War Eagle Anglers. That kind of a tongue twister. Parks or Lee? Clint took Parks. What about you, Brennan?
I got Joe Lee.
Bailey?
Jolie.
Deacon?
Jolene.
Jolene,
Yeah,
Jolene.
that's exactly right.
Justin?
Same.
Obviously, you can see my screen. I hear a cat, but Jordan Lee.
Oh, that's on me. That's on me.
Nigga, Bailey, you are not. You are not.
I was like,
New York,
Bailey's not
so-
home.
Yeah,
It's like Bailey brought his
What?
cat to Texas.
Yeah.
we heard
I
a
thought that
cat.
was
It
Bailey's
wasn't you.
kayak making noise.
That was you making noise when you see me.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. How about that?
It's gonna get wild down here. In
What's
Texas.
that supposed to mean?
Brad spent
Please
20
explain.
bucks and Bailey falls out of the kayak.
Don't put that juju on me. I almost did like 3 times. I got made into a freaking Lake Fork stump shish kebab this week.
Dude?
Scraping spreadums with the stuff.
I straight up got stuck on a stump and I was like doing 360 and I couldn't get off of it. I felt really stupid because there's 3 bass boats watching me. It was pretty
You
bad.
should have asked for help. Like, you come give me a bump.
No, it was bad.
Dude,
It's all on video.
What's it like getting stuck? Because I hate getting stuck on stumps in a bass boat. I can't imagine what it's like in a kayak. I feel like I would tip over. I would be
You
like,
know,
well, I'm gonna
like-
start rocking, and then I would just like.
You know, like the younger brother, older brother, when the older brother like holds your forehead and like you're trying to swing and you can't reach him type of deal. It feels like that when you get stuck on a stump in a kayak.
I like it.
You're pedaling as hard as you can. You're going nowhere. It's like running in place, but
Yeah,
not
pretty much.
actually moving. Yeah, it sucks.
Should avoid those
Good time.
stumps, buddy.
It's a good time.
Yes. All right. Matchup 5, Bass Nation Knockout. Clint took Blake Caps. Brennan, you?
I got Blakey boy.
Bailey?
I went Blake as well.
Deacon?
You know, everyone's gonna go Blake here just because he's closer, and no one knows who Connor Jacob is. So I'm picking Connor Jacob, the underdog. You heard it here first.
Love it. Even though my pick was up on the screen first.
Oh, sorry, Andy. I'm
Cheater.
sorry. Here we go. Here we go. Copying picks again. I'm sorry.
Are you copying
Got
picks
him.
again, Deacon? You kidding me?
Minus 20 points.
Jeez
Oh,
Louise,
gosh.
man. It's a freaking
Oh,
classic.
I only had to say it because you said you heard it here first, and my pick is literally.
And you're like, actually, Adam, you did it. Oh, jeez.
Justin,
I went Balake.
love it.
Okay.
And I took Connor before Deacon, obviously. So, yeah. Sorry, Deacon. All right. Brotherly love. Chris or Corey? Clint took Chris. Brennan?
Yeah, I take Chris here.
Deacon?
Chris.
Bailey?
I've learned my lesson taking Corey. I'm going Chris.
Justin?
I'm going Chris.
Chris as well. And then last but not least, the heavyweight bout. The Shorts or Scott Martin? Patty Walters. And I know Clint took. It was Patty Walters in the Shorts.
It's because of the
So,
short shorts. It's
100%.
reasonable.
Short brothers run together.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've been wearing short shorts as long as I've seen Patrick Walters wearing short shorts.
Love it.
And you've been catching them ever since, Adam, right?
That's exactly
Amen.
right.
Yep.
The only
And
reason he caught a double digit.
And for that reason, I'm taking Patty
Coincidence?
Walt.
I think
I'm
not.
taking Patty Walt, but I don't think we're going to see the shorts till maybe Saturday. But
That's a good point. He's not.
Yeah.
He's going to be out there soaring in the wind.
Yeah, man. So you got to deduct a day's worth of not having shorts on, but I'm gonna still going to take him.
He could wear the shorts over the long pants.
Or he could cut his bibs off and make them nut riders too. You know.
He could wear long johns. He could wear
Down
long
a little
johns.
tighter.
He'd be looking like Ginger Billy out there and his bibs cut off.
Is he with
Could you
AFCO or who's
imagine-
he with?
I do
That
know.
would be incredible. If he had made his bibs like overalls that you cut off at the knees, like that would be amazing.
I
I
could
would,
cut him
I would
mid-thigh.
stand there
They wouldn't
all
be
day
cut
and
at the
watch,
knees.
like briefing on this part, just all day.
Patrick Walters series AFCO nut rider bibs. I'm just saying.
I'll tell him at media day. I'll be like, "Hey, can you please, if you're in the Super Six going into the last day, please cut off your bibs." Like,
Please.
So good.
Instead of crotchless waiters, you call them crotchless Walters.
It's pretty good. Bailey, who'd you take?
I'm going Patty. I mean, I think Scott's gonna be fishing mad though. To be honest, after all the shit that's happened and some of the
Yeah.
shit that's been thrown at him, I could see
Good
him
point.
gotten a little chip on his shoulder. Who knows? I mean, it's Patty in Texas. You can't really
Yeah.
bet against him.
Brendan, I apologize for skipping over you. Who'd you take?
Oh, I took Patty Walters also.
Deacon?
Yep.
Yeah, I've got Patrick Walters.
Justin?
Short shorts.
Yep, same Patty Walters.
Same. Patty Walters. All right. And we just did drain the lake. So what does everyone think the weight is going to be?
Ooh.
Clint, I'll let you go first, and why?
I said, I think it's 83.2.
I'm typing mine in now because we had the same exact weight, and we talked about this earlier, so you know I'm not
Yep.
cheating.
Yep, 100%. Andy was like, "Hey, what's your winning weight?" And I was like, 83.2. And then he's like, "No way, that's mine." I was like, "Yep." I just think there's going to be some dirty 30s. I think there's going to be some fat bags. And I don't think there's going to be a slip of 18 pounds. I think the slip will be like 22 to 24.
I like it. Brennan. how
I
about you?
came in a little light from that. I'm at 75.3.
75.3.
I think you got
25
to
a day is
count.
still a respectable bag.
That's super respectable, and we could have a crazy win day too. So I don't know.
Deacon.
Yeah, I'm going light too. I just feel like there's some really big fish in that pond, but I just, for whatever reason, and I'm thinking back to the past Classic, which I know is a completely different time. I just feel like guys are going to run out of those great big ones. So still really big bags. And I think this averages out to be like somewhere in 24's range, but I'm going 73.11.
Like it.
I
Justin.
went 73-1, very close to Deacon. But I kind of thought the same thing. I remember Kennedy put up a monster bag, I think, with the glide bait that first day.
I don't know what just happened. I'm messing with this here because I don't know which one I'm supposed to be on. Is it this one? No, I don't know. We're going here.
They're moving.
Penalty.
Penalty is back. Bailey was gone for a second, weren't you?
My phone died.
Oh, that'll do it. All right, here we go. 6 spot with a black square. All right, where was I? Justin, you just went right?
73-1.
That's right. Bailey, what was your weight prediction?
My weight? No, 75.5.
I like it. And I had the same as Clint at 83.2. I hope they smash him. I want to see like an 85 to 90 pound bag for the 3 days because that'd just be awesome. So
Does anybody
normally
know
I go low. Today I am on the high side of things. So
Does anybody know what like the record bass is out of that lake? I guess share lunker is not even a fair comparison, but
Got to be a
what's
teener, right?
What's a real strong one? I mean, are we talking 8s and 9s, or are we talking 12s?
I'm looking up Ray Roberts.
14.
lake
I bet
record.
it's 12.
Yeah.
The lake record was caught March 7, 2015, and it's 15 and almost 15 and a quarter.
Yeah. The share lunker thing, I guess when it comes to fantasy is probably a little arbitrary, but
Right.
Yeah. Let's see it. Is there a list?
Are we gonna see a 10-pounder? And if so, how many 10 pluses?
I think we see it's gonna be close, I bet.
I think we see one.
I think we see one for sure.
I agree.
I think we see one
It's
double digit
Texas.
for sure.
There's no way that there won't be, right?
Anybody going 2?
I'm kind of leaning. If there's pre-spawn as we're thinking, I'm kind of leaning a little bit that way. So I don't think we'll see more than 2, but I'll say 2.
What about 2 in the same bag?
Boy, I don't think that's happening.
Dude, the
respawn.
Cool.
It's pre-spawn. You could get 2 out of the same
staging
right?
area. Yeah,
right.
dude,
No, you're not wrong with that. Matt Boyd is saying 5 over 10, maybe 1 over 12. Matt is all gas.
Matt, do you live close to Ray Roberts? Do you have like some insider scoop here about what's going on down there?
Or are you just a positive person with a glass half full? Because I appreciate that too.
We're parked, boys.
I'm just thinking we had a pair of 9s off Polinick.
Right, it could happen.
Yeah,
Glad
the
we made
right
it,
pre-spawn
Cletus.
staging area, it could go down.
Oh yeah. All right, Clint, you out of here?
I am parked, but I can stick around for a minute.
All right,
Yeah,
We'll be on till midnight, so just hang in there, man.
I'll start rigging rods in here, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to get out of this car. I've been driving all day.
My butt feels like Bailey's after a long day.
How do you know what Bailey's feels like?
All right.
I'm playing around with
Fair
this AI
point.
telepathy stuff, you know?
Oh,
It provides a
my
cushion,
God.
all right?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
All right, I am gonna get off here, boys. Appreciate
right.
it, fellas. Hey, if
Way to
y'all
drive.
You dude.
shameless plug, check out Yamaha Outboard's social media this week because I'm editing a ton of videos that are going out all week for the classic. So check them out,
Well,
support
everybody
it,
that's
follow that
listening-
page if y'all don't already. It'd be pretty cool. And so good luck to everybody in the derbs this week. I know Bailey, you got a lot going on, but good luck. Catch some dang biggins.
Thanks, bud. I'll be sure to comment as much hate on the Yamaha social as I can this
Be
week.
like, whoever is running the social is terrible and they suck at
You'll be
fantasy.
fired.
Okay, don't
Fire
play with my
comments.
livelihood.
Spam comments sheeking, but one letter at a time.
There we go.
I like it.
Beautiful.
Appreciate it, boys. Y'all have a good night.
See
Yeah,
ya.
dog.
Yeah, dude.
Good one. MJ's got a good one here. We should set an over-under on lower units destroyed at Ray Roberts.
Ooh, that's a good
Oh.
one.
In the Derby, though, there's only 54 guys. I don't think we have any.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure somebody's wrecked one in practice,
Oh, yeah.
if not multiple. So, anything else we need to cover that I'm forgetting about?
I don't think so, dude. I think it's going to be a wild derb. I'm excited to get down to Tejas and, yeah. have a
Here's
good time.
one. Do you think it will be the first 3-day derby that could be won exclusively on big swim baits?
No. If it's 2 days, yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think conventional baits are going to play way more than people are giving it credit for, like a jig, something like that. You know.
Love it.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
I think this
Well-
was the best, most informal show we've done in probably a good 2-3 years.
Not bad.
Dude, Bailey, I'm loving the whole like doing stuff while being on the show. Next time I'm at a derby, I think I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna be there like moving around and doing stuff because that was some great multitasking. You did great,
Yeah.
dude.
It's fantastic.
I got a lot of things done while on the show. I did the dishes. I'm cooking dinner right now. I get ready some rods. Look at this.
Look at you.
I wish he showed us some baits.
Yeah, you're not going to get that.
Like I said, I can show you what they're not eating because that's all I got for you.
That I've never heard that line before.
Stop slow rolling us, Bailey. Come on.
I'm just telling you how it is. Casey's got good stuff for you. I ain't got shit.
Oh, man. Well, anyways, I look forward. Deacon, what time do you get in Thursday?
I get in late, man, and then I have dinner plans in Dallas, and then I'll head that way.
He's got a date.
He's got a
No.
date, a man date.
Jeez, Louise.
Andy and I are going to be hanging out alone.
Dallas is not a bad place to go on dates. There's a lot of beautiful women. In
I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do because it's either take a direct flight or like take 2 flights and take 9 hours to travel or get there at 3. I get in at like 9 a.m. on Thursday. I have no idea what I'm going to do all day. Maybe I'll go over to media
Go fishing,
day.
Dingus.
Yeah, I'm trying to line that up. Haven't lined it up yet. So I even reached out to my boy Sakai. I was like, take me around some ponds, catch me a pond bass in city limits. But maybe that'll work out.
How far is Bodark?
Like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
It's a fun place. I mean,
I'd have to Uber
not
there with
big
no
ones.
rods.
Now Bailey will have rods.
Yeah, I
could go
got
borrow
too many. Take a few. You can take my kayak.
Yeah, that would be bad for you. So, all right, guys. Well, I guess we'll wrap this up. I'm looking forward to the expo and seeing all the new stuff that's coming out because you always get like that classic release, which is sweet, and before iCast. And look forward to making the rounds around there with you guys. And Bailey, good luck at your derby, and I'll see you hopefully late Thursday night, right? So
Hopefully.
yeah.
If you see me Thursday, it's probably not a good thing.
Fair point. So,
Yeah.
But all right, guys. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up here for the classic show for Lake Ray Roberts. And hopefully they can fish all 3 days and hope they put a lot of big ones in the boat and we see some giant bass on the weigh-in stage. And hopefully everybody stays safe in the kayak derby. And hopefully that goes off without a hitch and go catch them, dude.
Get
Go
him.
get him, brother.
Yes, sir. Thanks, boys.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Peace.